everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Oh, the electric yellow has got me by the brain banana.
The other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
And that's why I won't be celebrating Thanksgiving this year, or any year.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I've learned that life is one crushing defeat after another until you just wish Flanders was dead. Welcome to Plotty Time.
One egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time. This week, I'm trying to figure out what the heck am I going to stream next, guys? Do you think I should stream like a newer game?
Right after you beat Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Oh, yeah, right.
That game's so hard. No.
No way.
I actually just watched some streamer beat it. Took him a while.
Is that the guy who beats impossible games?
No, he'd be all. There's a bunch of streamers who do that, but he does one.
Oh, that's nice.
I remember that game. You guys remember how Nintendo was? You just kept playing it until you beat it, and you just kept trying things and doing things.
And then it would take you weeks to get past one level, and you play the second level and die, and then you just start all over.
Like immediately you die, and then you have to figure out, I got to play the first level the right way, I guess. So I survive. Anyway, that happened to me with Bart versus the Space Mutants. You had to like first level, like get pink things or spray paint things, pink or something like that. You had to
spray
get a
them purple
color
or whatever.
Yeah.
Or knock purple things off.
And then I finally got through that level, finding all of them without dying. And I got to the second level and died in 2 seconds. I'm like, fuck this game.
Yeah, it's too hard, man. It was
I still
way
own it.
too hard. That's why it was worth $60 back in the day.
I'm gonna write
Am I
Beetlejuice
wrong?
I'm gonna remember to put Beetlejuice down there. The NES Beetlejuice.
It'll never happen.
I just said it 3 times.
What about the NES RoboCop? I used to play that way back in the day.
Do you have any
wanna play
restrictions?
it. I think you want to play it.
You want it on PS5 so you can stream it, right? You don't have any other streaming
he
setup.
needs to stream it. So
I mean, I could stream it like any console I can connect via HDMI, so I could put in the retro games.
Oh shit.
But preferably it'd be one I actually own that I can just pop in. Because I have that Retcon 5, so I can play like Sega, NES, Super Nintendo,
Awesome.
Game Gear.
You gonna play Clue for 12 hours?
Maybe. It's always going to be Colonel Mustard with the candlestick.
Monopoly against 3 computer opponents.
Oh man, you want to see him himself online?
But yeah, so everybody come on out. It'll be great. I'm sure I'll break it down into smaller segments and put them on YouTube individually over weeks. So they'll be out, they'll be
how it
around.
works.
Yeah.
That's how we do these.
Yeah, we've always done them that way. Did you play anything this week, though, to get prepared for it, Scotchy?
I did. I played more Call of Duty Zombos with the turtles.
Man,
but
there was a couple weeks where I thought you were growing up and getting past the
I
zombies.
know, dude. He
I
had
thought
us
so.
so hyped for
I
the
know.
first like 2 weeks of this year.
But then you know what happened? Season 2 came out, and I'm like, well, I've only got 29 more days, guys. I gotta
Fair.
get enough XP to get all the shit, and then I'll take another break after I finish that season.
All right. You know what
But I
did?
also no, I'm not done. You know what else I played?
What?
Another game. I got back into the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh,
Ooh, that looks
Yeah.
actually fun.
It's pretty good. It's
It's
good.
amazing looking and atmospheric and shit.
Oh god, it still freaks me out. I'm playing in the middle of the day, sun out, and I'm like, I hear the radio. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh man, I want to play it so bad, just like in the dark.
I want to take a day off of work and just stay home and play video games one day.
Fuck it, for real, right?
I'm waiting till it's
That'd be
nicer out so I can open a window or something.
Yeah. I don't want this. Don't let the stink in.
But I'm still in the apartments, which is like the first thing you get to. I think I'm like 6 hours in, and I just crossed over into the first real instance of Pooh World.
Oh snap!
Nice.
Bet
I
that
met
felt
Angela, and I met what's that other bigger guy, Keith? I think.
Sure.
good. Sure. Why
I don't remember
not?
what his name is. We've went over this game.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, this is season 7, bro.
I know. Can you believe it?
No, I can't.
No. Because I just finished Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Get the fuck out. That took you 2 weeks.
It's like 20 hours.
All right, a week and a half.
Yeah.
That's wild. You know what I just finished?
The Vampire Survivor.
Dead Island 2, bro.
Oh, you still play that?
Oh, you went back. Attaboy.
Yeah, I promised to finish it over the break, but I went back and I was like, I'm just going to do all the story missions and just finish it.
Oh, you ran through it?
I need to get it out of here. Yeah.
Nice.
Been there. Been there.
Not that great.
Yeah.
Still a fun game, though.
That's all you played?
Well, no, I played some more Vampire Survivor,
Yeah,
of
all right.
course.
Okay. It's in the normal rotation. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. You always need that game you can always just kill some time on.
I know, because after I beat that, I'm like, oh, I fucking actually did something. Let's go back to nothing.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole reason I play zombies, right? Is just to
just to
not think and play something.
veg out, and you don't have to think about it. Yeah.
Exactly. But I only watched one thing.
Oh, yeah?
They released the final episodes of Cobra Kai.
Never even saw any of
I've
them.
never been into any of that shit, dude.
I'm still here, so I'm like, I gotta finish it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have like 4 or 5 more episodes. I really do think the first like 2 seasons are really good. Maybe even the third one.
Yeah, people say that.
I think they're really, really good seasons of television. But then as they like kept getting renewed, it was kind of like one of those things where it's just spinning your wheels, like drama's happening just for the sake of drama happening to keep the story going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like if Deadwood just kept going.
Yeah, it's like I like the characters and I like being in that world. So I was like, whatever, I'll ride this out. It's still not bad. I'm not saying it devolved into crap, but it's getting a little silly.
Mm-hmm.
We jumped the shark a while ago, and now it's
Yeah.
just like fan service and kids fighting.
See, that's the thing with me. If I'm watching a series, I have to make a jump the shark moment, and then like I'll have to stop after that.
Oh, you would have stopped with this probably 2 seasons ago or so.
Yeah.
Because they keep bringing back people from the original movies, and I'm like, in context, this doesn't really make sense. And they all still have beef. These guys are like 70 years old. What are we doing?
Yeah, there's a new Karate Kid coming out also.
They're
movie?
not rebooting.
Yeah.
But
It
it's marrying the universes, isn't it? The Ralph Macchio's in it. The Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, the Ralph Macchio and the Jackie Chan.
Yep.
And he's got to like train Jackie Chan's kid in the ways of Mr. Miyagi.
I mean, all things considered, the show's good, and I like it. So I hope they make a good movie. Sure.
I doubt it, but yeah.
You know what I watched?
What'd you watch?
Nosferatu.
Ooh, what'd you think?
It's okay. It's nothing great.
It's too long and slow, right?
Yeah, I imagine it's just like the original Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's too long and slow.
It feels like a shot-for-shot remake.
Really?
It's just, it seems like it's a movie that would have been released 50 years ago.
It does seem out of place for its time.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I love the director and all, but
I still want to see it.
I mean, yeah,
Just
you might
to
as
say I
well.
did. Yeah, like why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still good.
Yeah, I'm not upset I watched it.
Yeah.
And then I watched Poppascotch recommend.
Oh.
I believe it was Poppascotch. Ready or Not with Samara Weaving.
We both did. We
Oh.
both recommended that.
Yeah, I finally watched it.
What'd you think?
It's pretty good, actually. I enjoyed that a lot more than
That
Nosferatu.
slappy ass ending, dude. Holy shit, right?
Yeah.
You don't see that coming.
That might have to be one of our episodes we talk about one of these days.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was fun as hell. We watch it at least once a year.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I watched that one too.
Samara Weaving's great. Everyone in the family's a piece of shit. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's great in that fucking, what the hell's that movie with? The guy from Walking Dead?
He's in that movie?
No, she's in another movie with him.
Oh, she's in a bunch of movies I can't really think of right now.
I remember Guns Akimbo.
No, yeah, she's awesome in that too. But
She's always great. What are you thinking of? Mayhem?
yeah, Mayhem.
Oh, never saw that.
Dude, watch it. It's pretty good.
Isn't that the one where they're like in an office building?
Yeah, and they're lawyers and they have they made it legal for anybody who has this virus to do whatever they want, and they all get the virus, and then they just start murdering each other in this office building. It's pretty fucking gross.
So it's like the Belko experiment.
Yeah, it's a good time though. Because
She was
in it,
also
but-
in The Babysitter. That was a good one too.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good
2017.
too.
She's been in some movies, some genre ones.
No,
Good for her.
Yeah, she's great.
Big fan. And Scream 7? 6?
You know what
Don't
else
remember
is a great
which one that was.
movie?
What?
Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
It sure is.
Dude, watch it again. That fucking scene where he does like the balloon squealing scene. I don't know if you guys seen it,
I can't remember.
No, I haven't.
but he
seen it.
blows up a balloon and he does the and he does a song with it. You know how you take
Yeah.
you take a balloon and you just make it squeal while the air is coming
Sure.
out of it.
Yeah.
It's all one cut. It's so good. You got to watch it just for that. It's so worth it.
I mean, the man was a talent. National treasure.
Fuck yeah, he was amazing.
All right. Well, if we got all our stuff out of the way, we can go ahead and just walk right into the vibe check.
Yeah, throw me some vibes.
You guys want to hear about some vibes?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
So PlayStation has been making an effort finally after lots of complaining to remove some of the slop from the PSN store following reports.
Like the jumping taco games?
Not your fucking easy platinums.
Yeah, finally getting rid of them. Get them out of here is what I say. Apparently, they're talking about how the eShop, it's been flooded the whole last year with games that use like a combination of AI images, misleading titles, fake screenshots. It's just slop. It's garbage games made in 10 seconds that barely or don't function. And Sony's like, okay, I guess we'll start getting rid of some of them.
Have they actually done that though?
Yes, they've gotten rid of a lot of games from a company called Random Spin Games. It's been notorious for coming out with games that are like a little too close to popular ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just
Supermarket Simulator. I think this might be the company that made the card game Empire, the one I played on stream. Wonder if it is. Because I see they have another game, Supermarket Simulator Pro, and that image looks very similar.
Or they just snagged that from the guys who actually made the game you played.
Maybe. Could be.
Yeah, they're just one of those people who just like copy games and just change little things and then
Get them out as soon as possible. Yeah. Just make a buck off them.
Yeah.
Well,
Good.
good
It's
for
about
them.
time you fucking crack down on that bullshit.
I agree. And then we also have another huge piece of news that I'm sure has left both of you just
Flabbergasted.
rattled. Just guys, for the first time in 32 years, there's not going to be a new Football Manager game.
What?
Football Manager 25 has been canceled.
What the fuck am I going to play?
That's a great question. You spend most of your time doing the spreadsheets and shit for Football Manager.
Mm.
I know. I just don't talk about it because it's too boring. But
You don't want to take all the ladies for just you.
seriously.
So you don't talk about Football Manager. But yeah, 32 years over. They're going to miss their window. It's a huge disappointment.
How much
Such
money
a
did
bummer.
they make in those 32 years?
A lot.
I don't know, because I always thought to myself, who the fuck is playing these games? But 32 version? Like, that's a lot of
You're
games.
not putting it out if you're not making money. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. They must have a small, dedicated fan base. I don't know what else to say about that.
Damn. I'd kill for those kind of numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, it's just like spreadsheets and graphs and
Can we take it over and maybe make money that way?
Plotty Times Football Manager 25.
See how much it is to buy it.
No.
Man, I don't know. We'll have to check. I don't think they're going under. They just didn't make their window, and they're not going to be. They're probably going to come out with a 26. But what are you going to do? Anyway, also, Astrobot's getting 5 new levels, so that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Oh, fuck. I never played it.
Me neither, but I want to play it. But it's
I've
still
heard good
like
things.
$60.
It's still expensive, right?
Yeah, I won't play it that bad.
No, it's proprietary PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
They'll never fucking put it on sale. Or maybe in like 3 years when the
Yeah.
PS6
When
comes
Astrobot
out.
2 is about to come out.
Yeah, then it'll be free. The first game was free.
Yeah, I should play that again.
It was fun for what it was. I bet this one's fun. It's been getting good reviews. I'd love to play it, but $50+.
Yeah. How old's the PS5? 5 years already?
Came out in 2020, didn't it?
Yeah. I'll play
Yeah.
the first one again. I'll play
It's gotta be,
Astrobot
6 has
again.
got to be close.
You'd think there'd be like an announcement or something, like at least we're working on it thing.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Do you think they're going to get rid of the disc drive finally?
Yes.
Hopefully. No, I want them to keep it because that'll make a version that's cheaper.
It's more expensive for the disc drive now, isn't it?
I know, but I want the cheaper version.
I see what you're saying. Okay, well, in other news, Activision is apparently teasing a new Tony Hawk game.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, come on, man.
Not
Really?
interested.
Not interested? We don't care about new Tony Hawks?
I don't know
Game?
if it's the same feel as an old Tony Hawk. I might
Yeah,
be
but it's got to be
interested.
better. Because I played the Tony Hawk remakes and it was like,
Yeah, those suck.
wasn't feeling it.
That's because they were old fucking games. But if it's like a Tony Hawk Underground, but actually good story and cool things you can do.
So if it was like this game that they made before, but had good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Look, Skate is coming out with a new game. I want to believe there's still room in this universe for a good skateboarding game. I want to believe that.
There has to be, right?
Yeah, I want that to be a thing.
What
I
happened
hope
with
it is.
SSX Tricky? Like, why aren't there new ones of those? You know what I mean?
Give me a Cool Borders. That's the second time we mentioned it.
Right?
In 2 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, Cool Borders, please. God, those games were fun as shit.
Oh, those were so fucking fun, dude.
All right, well, that is all I got for the Plotty Time vibe check.
plowing through this episode.
Yeah, I know. Go.
All right, guys, about we get to the game. How does that sound?
What the hell? What are these guys here for other than...
They don't like our banter. They're here for the info.
Absolutely, because this week we are talking about the classic 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Dude, watching this movie, I was like...
I could go for another Mark Echo getting up. That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah?
There's a lot more story to that one, but this one was fun. This was fun.
This was released February 24th, 2009. Right around this time in video games, guys, we got some hitters here. Three games we've done. Starting with February 10th, 2009, Fear 2, Project Origin.
Oh, that's good.
That's one we did. And then also, same exact day, a game that is going to take us way back to season 1. Unshinbara Bikini Samurai Squad.
Oh, is that
came out
episode
on
number
February
2?
10th. I think so. I think it was episode 2.
Holy shit, we might have to revisit that.
Yep.
Onishibara too.
Yeah.
Yep. Episode 2. Dino Crisis was 1. Then Unshinbara Bikini Samurai Squad. Then Prototype.
Beautiful.
And Silent Hill. We weren't even scoring games back then.
No.
No, well, maybe we should redo all of those.
No, I'd rather not.
You sure? They're pretty easy. And we
don't remember the stories anyway. It'd be just like doing a new game.
Exactly.
And then February 12th, Flower came out.
Oh, that's a good game.
That was a Dr. Scientist favorite.
Is
That's
it?
why
I liked it. It was a very fun game.
It was interesting.
Talk about just relaxing.
Oh, what do we call those?
Cozy.
Cozy
That's
games.
it. Yeah, I didn't remember either.
February 19th, 2009, Nobby Nobby Boy. Nobby Boy? Nobby Boy?
No, I
I've
don't know what
heard
you're
of
talking
it.
about.
I can't picture it though.
Well, the last one is a game you definitely are going to be able to picture because we did it and it was amazing and it changed all of our lives. Because on February 26th,
Shaq Fu?
2009, Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard came out.
Oh, wow. Did they ever
Well,
make a
I'm a
third
copy.
one of that?
I don't think they made a first one of that. The box office that week for February 24th, 2009. Number 6, Friday the 13th. That remake with the guy from Jared Padalecki.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? God
Supernatural.
damn it. There it is. That was not great.
Supernatural was awesome.
Well, the movie sucked.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was the same year where Jared Padalecki did Friday the 13th, and then the other guy, Jensen Ackles, did the My Bloody Valentine. Same year.
Wow, well, that's weird, huh?
Not really.
No, it isn't. It really isn't.
This week in the box office, there we are. Number 5, He's Just Not That Into You.
Oh, my God.
Is that the one with Kristen Ritter?
Jennifer Goodwin, Jennifer Aniston.
Aniston.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different movie. Jennifer Goodwin was the one from, what's that show? Once Upon a Time.
You lost me.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a good show, too.
Well, the rest of these we're definitely going to know. Like number 4 was the Oscar winner that year, Slumdog Millionaire.
Never saw it.
I've never seen it. Is that good?
It's good.
It's drama, though.
I think I'd rather watch He's Just Not That Into You.
I mean, basically the story of Slumdog Millionaire, if you don't know, it's this guy, this kid who was from a poor family in India goes on like their version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He keeps getting the questions right. And the show's like, okay, seriously, how are you cheating? Because you're an idiot from a poor town. So how are you getting this far? And then he has to sit there and explain why he knows these answers. And it's like all the stories of his life that led to.
Does he actually
It's
get
like-
the money at the end?
I believe so. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's good. Like, it's heartwarming. It's fun, but it's not like,
Yeah, who wants to see it feel good? I want to slap
Yeah.
her, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with He's Just Not That Into You. Fucking Bradley Cooper's in it. Justin Long, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson.
well, you
Natasha
haven't heard-
Leggero. That's the one I was thinking of, not Kristen
Oh,
Ritter.
right.
Well, what about the number 3 movie that week, Coraline?
That's fun.
Yeah, I can't go with Neil Gaiman anymore, so fuck that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's a
right.
good point.
Fuck.
Well, don't worry. We're not done. We got 2 more movies you could possibly take over. He's Just Not That Into You. Number 2 that week, Taken.
Oh, you can't fucking argue with Taken.
Token?
Taken.
Isn't
Yeah,
that a
I
Key
mean,
Peele
Les-
skit where he took him?
I think they made a movie. Token.
Maybe.
And then number 1 that week, Medea Goes to Jail.
All right, so I'm going to watch He's Just Not That Into You out of these top 5.
I watched Taken. I'll take Taken.
There is a Token. I don't know if that's an English one, though.
No, it's Token. It's a fucking
Yeah, the spoof of the popular
Yeah,
Taken franchise.
yeah. It's terrible.
Perfect.
I tried to watch it.
It has 3 stars on IMDb.
Out of 10? No, thanks.
I
Yeah.
tried to watch it.
All right, this week in news, February 24th. Oh, I guess this day in history I'm doing again. February 24th, 1938, DuPont begins commercial production of nylon toothbrush bristles. How about that?
All right.
I've always wondered where my toothbrush bristles came from.
Yeah.
The
Thank
year
you, Jeff
1938, post-depression, pre-World War II. There you go.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, it was.
1942, the Battle of Los Angeles takes place on February 24th.
Oh, that was a great
series-
album.
That was a movie.
Well, this is the different one. The series of anti-aircraft engagements over the city in response to a rumored but false Japanese attack. It would last until the morning the following day.
That was a great album. It's all those things.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1972, February 24th, Priscilla and Elvis Presley separate. I was really scraping the barrel. I guess nothing happens on February 24th.
Man, he liked fucking peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwiches.
Fried peanut butter.
I still want to try one if I ever give up on life.
I fucked with peanut butter and banana.
Oh, those
But
are
never
good.
Oh, that's amazing.
fried.
I had one before I came
fucking
here.
Bacon, though.
Do you put like butter on the toast or like to?
No,
So-
I just do the toast straight out of the toaster. You put the peanut butter on it so it melts a little bit.
Well, sure. But I'm talking about our fictional fried sandwich. Like, how do you?
No, you put bacon in that frying pan and you keep that fat in there.
Oh man.
And then and then you put that. And you put the bacon on the sandwich.
Wait. Can we have a mukbang?
No, we're not doing a mukbang.
I
All
would
right.
love to.
I'm going to put it as an option and see if it
If
gets
the
most
fans
votes.
want a mukbang, I'll do a fucking mukbang.
No, it's
Okay.
got to be scotchy.
I'll make the food for the mukbang. How about that?
I'll just start doing it, but I'll get that scenario where the camera's like a little above and the food's like a little bit elevated, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I'll just like miss my mouth and drop it down my lap. Like we'll just have a garbage can there. It'll be perfect.
That'll work. We'll do it. We'll figure something out.
This is a great 12-hour stream.
The game 50 Cent Blood on the Sand was released for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Developed by Swordfish and published by THQ, it is a third-person myth-building urban American folklore fantasy sim.
Cover shooter.
Cover shooter. I picked it, so if you guys don't mind, I'll just hop into
Lead
this.
us on this journey.
Let's do it.
So we did the first game, which doesn't have much at all to do with
It has
this.
nothing to do with this, right?
No. It just has 50 Cent and some members of G Unit.
Okay.
That's the same thing. In this game, you're not rolling around with your whole group. You basically get to pick one of the members of G Unit to be like your other guy. It's very much an army of two.
I was wondering,
style
is it a co-op?
I don't know if it's co-op.
It seemed like co-op a lot when I was watching the video. And I wasn't sure if it was just AI co-op or...
It says online multiplayer, but I don't know if that means it's like playing together or against each other. Because this was the time when every game was forced to have a multiplayer element.
Right.
I don't know if you guys remember those days. Dark
Mhm.
times. But before we even get started, I just think it's very interesting that the game featured more than 40 music tracks, and 50 Cent actually made 18 exclusive tracks just for this game.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the man tried to put out a quality product. You can't.
His whole crew fucking made music just for it.
Yeah, G Unit was a rap group formed in 1999. Their debut album came out in 2003. It was called Beg for Mercy. It went quad platinum, selling 4 million
That is
albums.
gross. Back in that time?
Yeah, and this was a lot to do with the fact that 50 Cent had blown up 9 months earlier with his self-titled album.
It's,
Get Rich or Die
for some reason, I think of at work, we used to designate each people by their 3 initials. And one guy's initials were RWG. And we made stencils and put it all over with the R from Rough Riders, the W from Wu-Tang, and the G from G Unit.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
So, I mean, in the first one, you had Dr. Dre and Eminem as characters. This, we pretty much, we have 50 and G Unit and other made-up Middle Eastern villains.
Nice.
Yeah. This is wild. This goes way off the rails.
So,
Yeah, just a little.
we meet up with G Unit. They had just finished playing their last show of the tour. They're walking off stage in a undisclosed Middle Eastern country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
We're not gonna
$10 million
specify.
for that show.
10 mil. So the manager, I assume it's their manager or their money guy, calls 50 and says, "Hey, no deposit. You're out 10 million." That's it. That's all he says.
makes
And
sense.
then
That happens.
Yeah, that happens. You definitely don't take the money
Yeah, I
beforehand.
know. Yeah.
so then 50's like, "All right, that's easy. I'll take care of this." So he walks into the promoter's room. The promoter has a name. His name's Anwar, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, Anwar. He comes back. He's a character in this game, but he's like, hey, I need a little bit more time. So 50's like, give me the 10 million. Or I'm gonna blow you away with the shotgun that's in your guts.
Isn't this the classic mistake of like gangsters in movies? You can't kill the person who owes you money, or you're never getting the money.
Exactly. Yes.
But you can threaten them.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, this guy, he's like, they stole 10 million. They stole all my money.
Yeah, I know, but it just made me laugh. He's like pulling a shotgun to his face.
Yeah. It's like, what can you do? Fuck you.
You kill me, you get nothing. We all know how this works.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, the money was stolen, like Chump Slap just said. But hey, I can put up. And when he said I can put up this crystal skull, I thought he meant like collateral, right? Like you hold on to this till I get you the money.
It's priceless.
It's okay. Let's talk about the skull. We're gonna take a second.
Somebody's dead wife's skull encrusted in diamonds.
So it belonged to Orda, the scourge of Odessa. This is all bullshit.
That sounds like fucking Ghostbusters 2 shit.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I thought,
On a
dude.
mountain of skulls in a castle of pain.
Guys, I looked hard. There was no one that has ever been called the scourge of Odessa. All right. So this head, supposedly the skull, was Orda's favorite wife, famed for her beauty. He covered it in diamonds when she died and kept it by his bedside. All of this is complete nonsense. But I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole here, so I want to talk about it. I'm trying to figure out, because when they say it belonged to Orda, the scourge of Odessa, I think old. I think thousands of years old.
Thousands of years ago.
So diamonds were mined throughout all of history, but they weren't cut and polished until 1375. That's when people started doing that.
Okay.
And making them like pretty, basically. Jewelry, decoration. So that in Nuremberg, Germany in 1375, that is where the different types of cuts were developed. And diamonds, no one really cared. Like they weren't really valuable. They always had value, but they weren't super valuable until De Beers, the evil diamond mining company, became a thing in 1888. So it wouldn't make sense that this thing was covered with polished diamonds
from 1400.
From 1400. That doesn't make any sense.
When he was talking about it, I just assumed it was someone recently.
Like it did sound like it was a
like it was someone from the 50s, maybe
a rich guy's wife.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm gonna put all these diamonds on it.
It does not matter.
It's just such a hardcore like criminal underworld that the 1940s was like 9 generations ago, because everyone just keeps dying because it's so hardcore.
All right, yeah, I'll see it.
Well,
Whatever.
Let's roll, guys.
So they're riding with Anwar. I guess, they're going to the airport. He's escorting them. He's got Humvees. They're driving, and he's like, hey, the gangsters rule this place. And 50's like, yeah, well, I'm from Queens where the real OGs live. So I think I know a little bit about, living in a tough area. And he's like, no, you really don't.
I love this. When he's like, no, they own the government. This is gangster territory, you idiot.
And they're doing this dick measuring, and then all of a sudden they get attacked. The driver gets shot. Fitty takes the wheel, single-handedly kills I
want a shirt that says
dudes.
Fitty take the wheel.
Fitty takes the wheel.
I like it.
Either way, the skull's taken by this mysterious woman who jumps in, grabs it, gets the fuck out. Through all this crazy gunfire, this woman takes the skull. So G-Unit shows up. I guess they were a little late. And everyone decides to go pursue this woman. She took the skull. Let's go.
Yeah.
So 50 murders his way through the silly.
Man, are you okay?
He just have a little bit of Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew's getting me silly, guys. All right, so
I've
he's
had like
killing
4
his,
drinks already. Let's go.
You can tell.
he's killing his way through the city. He meets up again with Anwar, and he's like, where the fuck did you get to? He's like, I got out of there. There was guns going, whatever. Hey, listen, the woman who took the skull, don't kill me because I have info. The woman who took the skull is Layla. That's Kamal's basically right hand. And 50's like, okay, super. They're like, if you're going to go against this guy and you're going to get the skull, you need firepower. He's like, great, hook me up with this weapon. So he's like, I got this guy. His name's Raul. He's really cool.
All right, nice.
If you got the money. So you keep fighting. Eventually you get to Raul. He gives you his card. He's like, trust no one.
Yeah, okay, right there. You know you're going to trust somebody wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't be saying that if it didn't come back in Act 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's not fucking Mulder here.
So then the promoter's like, hey, I can help you get to Kamal. I know this guy. He has an in. His name's Eddie. He's the guy at the club.
Yeah,
So-
and he immediately, right after this guy tells you not to trust anyone, he's like, I know this guy. You can trust him. His name's
That's a
Eddie.
good. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even put that together.
I wrote that down because I was like, fucking Anwar tells you immediately you can trust this guy.
Don't trust anyone. Anyway, go to my boy. He'll hook you up.
Trust him.
Trust him, dude. He's got it.
Trust me. You can trust him.
Trust me to trust him. Eddie, I speak for Eddie.
In this game, you are playing as 50 Cent, but you can have another player with you. You can pick one of the computer people to be someone from G Unit. I think in the video I watched, it was mostly what's his name?
I have no idea. I assume you could play a 2-player and co-op would factor in here.
It's very possible, but I did not look into it enough.
Yeah, I just assumed you could play one of the people. It didn't matter. You got a choice.
Now I feel like I gotta look it up, and I'm not looking at the cast anymore.
Tommy.
Don't. So you're going to Raul for some guns.
Yeah, you gotta destroy a tank on a timer, and then you're into a strip club.
Here we go. Fine. Tony Yayo or
Tony
Lloyd
Yale.
Banks or
Yeah, okay.
DJ Woo Kid. You can take any of them with you. So anyway, they clear the building. They go through this building. They clear this building. They arrive at Eddie's place, and they take out like a goddamn 1,000 soldiers who are actually mercenaries who they're eluding work with Kamal. But at this point, Anwar's like, I'm not exactly sure who the hell these guys are, but they want you dead as hell. So we get to the bar, and 50 walks in. He's like, where's your boss? Where is he? And then 50's like, oh my God. Eddie meets him. He's like, oh my God, it's 50 Cent. Holy crap, 50 Cent is in my club. You have that song in the club, and now you're in my club. This is wild. Because 50 Cent is like a star at this point.
He's 50 Cent. Obviously, he's been getting paid $10 million to perform for fucking royalty.
Which it seemed like that was a huge, massive concert.
Yeah, it was the last stop on his tour.
So what kind of region has this, I don't know, Merc-run district and also enough people that are living a comfortable enough life to go to a 50 Cent concert? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, so Eddie's like, hey, guess what? I hate Kamal. I will help you because he fucked up one of my girls. And I'm not thrilled about that. He's in this mall, which they've turned into like a heroin distribution center. So you should go there and get him. So you head to the mall.
Well, sick.
There's this turret driving sequence where you're driving as 50 Cent and whoever your buddy is that's with you. And I just wanted to mention, I thought it felt very silly and maybe even somewhat disrespectful to see a dude on the 50 cal in the back of the Hummer wearing a bucket hat. I don't know. Some just didn't sit right about that image with me.
Should have had a helmet on.
Should have had a helmet on. Anything but a bucket hat, and it would have been more comfortable.
I mean, they didn't expect people to be shooting at them, but they had a 50 cal, you know.
It's just very silly.
It
A
is.
silly image. So you get to the mall, you deal with a bunch of mercenaries, and you fight into this room. Kamal is, they show the sequence. You're not at him yet, but you know, it's what he's going through. And he's pissed at his guys. He shoots one in the face, and he's like, Wilder's going to have my spleen. We got to get out of here. And Layla shows up, hands him the skull. He takes off in the helicopter, and 50 demands Anwar pay whatever he needs to pay to get some people out here to help fight these mercs because they are getting their ass kicked left and right. So now you have air support.
Dude, just fucking give him his $10 million to keep that fucking priceless skull.
I don't know where's nickel and diamond.
Why would you
I
do
don't.
both?
I don't know. It's very
You're
confusing.
right. You're right. Syintist. Always the voice of reason.
So Kamal ends up escaping, and 50 and G Unit need to leave the compound. They're on their way out, but they get detained by some SWAT-looking guy.
Derek Carter.
The very same, voiced by, rest in peace, Lance Reddick.
Mm-hmm.
Always fun to watch him show up and stuff. But they're apparently quote-unquote security contractors, so mercs, yeah. And Anwar called him, Derek Carter, and he's like, now that you're here and we got you in this thing, how about we do a little you help me, I help you situation? And 50's like, God damn it, fine. What do you need? Hey, help me steal a whole bunch of gold. It's like $4 million worth of gold. And 50's like, all right, if we split it 50-50, because, that's his name. And the guy's like, Carter's like, whatever, sure, fine, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. 50-50. We'll split $4 million worth of gold bullion.
I looked this up. because I wanted to figure out how much gold that was.
It's a lot.
So the year 2009, an ounce of gold cost $973.66, which would mean that $4 million would be about 256 pounds of gold.
That's not that bad.
It's not that much.
That is roughly, to give you guys an idea, one keg and 3/4 of a second keg. They weigh about 160 pounds each, fully up.
I'm going to say, what is it? How much do you weigh?
Well, gold's more dense than kegs, too.
Fair. It's a lot smaller.
And then if you look at today, a ounce of gold is not $973. It's $2,933.
Get the fuck out.
Which is 85 pounds of gold, which is like just about around how much one of those big CrossFit tires, where they pick it up and push it over. That's about 85 pounds or 16 bricks.
Okay.
That's wild.
That's just information I looked
16
up.
bricks of gold?
16 like red
And
brick
that's $4
size.
million.
That's $4 million. I'll tell you what, running around one person with 85 pounds is a lot more reasonable than 256. Still probably wouldn't be able to do it. Anyway, you boss fight this chopper, and then you kill a bunch of dudes, and you meet with Carter again, and you help him steal the gold. So, of course, he betrays you, and you need to kill all his dudes, so now you're fighting these merc guys, and eventually you shoot down his helicopter, and you make him tell you where Kamal is. And he's like, he's in the old theater on the plaza, and then 50 shoots him in the face.
I like that. He's like, fucking tell me where he is.
I don't know why he would tell him.
No,
a
at
good
that
point.
point, if he knows he doesn't know he's going to die.
Well, it doesn't
might have
matter.
pretended he
Even if he
was.
was going to die, why would he tell him?
Because at that point, he's not getting the money.
He's also not living either way.
Yeah, so why would he care?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Well, why would he care if he gets the money? You know what I mean? Well, why would you help your boy out?
None of them are boys.
Well, at that point, I'd fucking sell anybody out if I was going to die.
Yeah, fuck him. He doesn't
I'd be
need
like,
it.
he'll let that fucking guy die too. He's the reason I died. I would sell him out like in a heartbeat. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, don't trust Chump Slap is what you're hearing.
No,
He's going to betray you on his deathbed.
If someone's selling me out, I'm selling everybody else out.
Got it. Okay, I will too.
Yeah.
We can sell everybody together.
I don't care. I have no integrity on my deathbed. If there's a gun to my head, I have no integrity. I'm sorry. I will say that right now.
It's very brave.
It's actually the opposite, but yeah, fuck them.
So you're a loose lips whatever from
Who
Simpsons.
shot you?
Who shot? No, that's
I
tight
didn't
lips.
say nothing.
That's tight lips guy. But isn't there a guy that rats everybody out? Jimmy the Rat or something?
Mm-hmm. You go to the old theater or the old theater in the old plaza, the theater at the old whatever, and you see these 3 security guards, and they're about to like go, and then he's like, "Hey Eddie, send some ladies to distract these 3 guards, as if I didn't just get in a gunfight with 30 people."
Eddie's like, no, man, I can't do that.
The girls will be fine. What are you talking about? So Eddie's like, okay, and then he sends the girls. They distract the guards. I think Eddie's the only person I like in this game.
None of
I
them
don't have
are
a problem
worth
with
it.
Eddie. No, but I don't have a problem with Eddie. Everyone else I kind of just don't. Anyway, they fight through the theater. The place is all screwed up. It's on fire. You kill all of Kamal's dudes, and you see Layla and Kamal arguing, and then, you continue to kill more dudes. You get to the roof. Leela is like getting ready to get the chopper together to get out of there, and Kamal sees her there and just yanks her the fuck out of the way and gets in the chopper and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So just totally leaves Layla there.
Oh, no shit. You think that was going to happen? You fucking trusted that idiot?
What did we learn?
Don't trust anybody.
no one. There you go.
Or
Trust
nobody.
Eddie.
Trust Eddie. Just trust Eddie. That's the only person. Anyway, so you boss fight his chopper. You cause it to crash. Then, unbeknownst to me, 50 sees Layla, pulls her up, and they jump off the exploding roof at the last second. So in this chopper with 50 and Layla flying away, we get some of this quid pro quo stuff going on. And she's like, hey, Kamal's dead. Super. Wilder's actually the one that's really in charge. And he's basically holding my family hostage. So that's why I work with him. So you help me get my family out. You can have Wilder. And we're done. We're just going to move on. And 50's like, all right, that sounds good. Again, trusting somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see.
So the next move is to get into the Hilo battle and then attack the Citadel, which is this big castle-looking place where Wilder is. So, one of the missions is flying around, destroying the anti-aircraft batteries. Layla takes charge and's like, this is the plan. We're going to destroy him. You're going to get down there, blah, blah, blah. And 50's like, who put you in charge? And then she kisses him on the mouth.
Like she had the skull, right?
Why did we need any of this?
Like she was playing him to get the skull?
At this point, I think it was a mix of survival, and if she ends up with the skull, great.
Well, at this point, the other guy has a skull, and she's playing 50 Cent to help her get the skull.
Yeah, maybe.
And she's
I don't know
playing
if it
the
was
other
just her.
side as well, because, yeah.
She seems a lot better at espionage than 50 Cent.
Yeah, she's way better than any of them.
So 50 and the team assault the compound. They kill just so many dudes. So many dudes. And then 50 continues through and eventually gets captured by Anwar of all people.
This after he gets shot in the chest when he's not, while he's wearing a vest.
Yes. 50 finds out here that Anwar has actually been working for Wilder the entire time. And Wilder is like, you know what, Anwar? Kill 50 Cent. I don't give a shit. And he shoots him right in the chest in his bulletproof vest he's been in the entire game.
Yeah. What the hell
But then
was
he's
that?
like, but he goes, Anwar, finish him off. Like, I think he knew he shot him in the chest.
He's like,
and he was
that
on the
hurt.
ground.
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah. So Anwar's like, all right. And it becomes a little mini boss fight. Of course, 50 kills everyone. And then he gets to the roof and runs into Wilder. And Wilder's like, you jerk. You came for the skull. Well, it's already gone. And then Leela calls Wilder and he's like, hey, you getting out of here with the skull? This is great. She's like, oh yeah, totally. But it's not yours now. It's mine. I'm going to keep it forever. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. It's like, how did you not think she was going to fuck you over?
So then this is where Wilder shoots you in the chest, tells the dudes to finish him off. And then everybody knows. And like, you ask anybody in the world who's 50 Cent, the first thing coming to their mouth is the guy that survived all those shootings. So he can't be killed with small arms. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, he was shot like 6 times, right?
At least 9, maybe?
9. Yeah,
A
I was
lot.
going to say 8. But
A lot.
he was shot a lot.
Too many, I'd say. And yeah, so he boss fights Wilder and another helo. He's like, hey, Wilder gets shot, he gets killed, and he's like, hey, there's nowhere you can hide now. And then he blows up. And I'm like, where's he gonna hide? He's the most famous person in the world right now. 50 Cent ain't hiding anywhere, A little bit of real life coming in there with the silly story.
All right.
And then 50 is like, all right, took him down. Now what? Let's go get this skull. So they hop in a Jeep. They pursue Leela's Jeep. Bunch of people trying to kill you still for some reason, despite Wilder and like everybody already being dead, but whatever. They're still trying to kill you. You
Whole
explode her.
turret drive situation right here.
Yep. Turret fighting. You explode the Jeep off the road. You take the skull from Leela and you just leave her there.
That's it.
And then and that's the game.
It just ends right there.
Yep. That's
It just ends.
Wow.
All right, so that's it. That's the game. We did it. We're better people. And can you imagine like seeing an episode at the time of Cribs at 50 Cent's house? And he walks into the room and there's this diamond encrusted crystal skull. And he's like, oh, guys, that's a story. Let me tell you what. I killed so many people to get that skull. Should we put it in a museum for its historical? No, absolutely
It
not.
belongs in a museum.
It's priceless. That's the next Indiana Jones. It's him breaking into 50's mansion.
Oh, that'd be
the skull.
so good. I'd love to see that crossover.
That's a crossover I need to see. G-Unit gunfighting it out with Indiana Jones. I'd watch that. But anyway, final thoughts. So let's start with you, Dr. Scientist.
Sure.
I got him.
Dumb questions. Let me hear them.
Get him.
Did watching this video make you want to play as 50 Cent?
Okay.
Was the story pretty good? Or was it not even decent?
Okay.
Now 27 stars. How many this game? Ascent.
Would I play it? No.
Okay.
Did the story work for me? No. I don't know. It's just dumb. Like they just didn't get paid for a gig and he goes killing all these people for a skull with diamonds on it. It's one of the most ridiculous things we've ever heard.
He's trying to get the money back from the gig.
It's pretty wild.
He's trying to get a priceless
It doesn't matter what it
artifact
is.
back for
It's dumb. I hate
for a
it.
gig.
It's even worse than last week's.
Wow. Calm down, man.
I'm going to give it, let's give it 1 star. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Wow.
Wow. No, you have not had one of those in a
Nobody's
minute.
had a 1 star in a minute.
Yeah, this one deserves it.
The last game you gave a 1-star to was Tony Hawk Underground 2 back in July 18th, 2024.
And that was definitely not necessary. This one is.
All right, well, how about you, Sir Chump Slap? Did watching this video make you want to play 50 Cent Blood on the Sand? Did the story work for you, or did it fuck up your gland? And what score out of 27 stars do you think you should expand?
You go with land.
It was
Man,
dumb. It was
would've
all
made
way
way
better.
more
all terrible.
sense.
Yeah.
Did watching this make you want to play it? No. It was stupid. It was a cover shooter. It was like, I don't know, any good cover shooter under the umbrella of a fucking shitty story.
We've just seen so many games exactly like this.
Yeah. It just didn't work. The story was so bad. Oh, you didn't get paid for your fucking thing? Like, you're not just going to leave?
No, he's 50 Cent. He's not.
No, you're going to go after a priceless artifact. Because that's worth your concert. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. It's dumb.
No.
A priceless artifact for, well, I guess it was only like 60 years. But still, either way, dumb. Terrible story. Out of 27 stars, would you give it Syintist 1?
Yep, you sure did.
I'm going to give it a 3. I mean, it was a story.
Was it?
You did have to go after something. It was the very bare basics of a story.
There was a MacGuffin that everyone was going after. So, yeah, remember when we used to take that into account, how games that didn't even have stories, like, well, there was a story here, so it gets at least 1.
No, this was bad. This was just bad.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
wasn't
either
great.
way. Scotchy,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you got some questions for you?
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Did watching this video make you want to play this stupid fucking cover shooter?
Okay.
Was the story pretty good, or is there more it could have done to allude to you?
That was terrible.
Perfect.
Shut
Nailed
up.
it.
That was good.
And what's the last one?
7 stars.
Mm-hmm.
How many think this thing will you'll give the boot to you?
That could have been
Perfect.
the worst one that was ever done. Even Scotchy's.
I don't know why you're being a dick.
All right, did watching this video make me want to play it? I don't know. Maybe it's been a while since I played a cover-based shooter, but this one is like way like too arcadey, like with the money that pops out and just like spins on the ground. You know what I
and
mean?
you can have fucking like rocket launchers and shit.
Yeah, there was a lot of rocket launchers he was firing off. Too many. It was a little too silly. So watching this didn't make me want to play. I don't know. Maybe I'd experiment with.
Oh, so maybe my
shooter,
questions were a little deeper than Syintist knew.
They weren't.
maybe. So, did the story work for me? I mean, yeah, like we said, it was a story. It was a MacGuffin. It was insane that you got stiffed for playing a concert and then decided to murder half a town. But, you know, who am I to say?
It's not only a town; it's a fucking city.
Yeah, it was a lot of people, a lot of death for this skull just because 50 didn't get paid for a gig. Like if 50 had just gotten his money, how many people would have just been alive?
Even if he just got like a 10% of his money, I'm sure he would have just been like, "Okay, I'm out."
Yeah,
I'll
and there's
just
like
never
my
play
lawyers
here again.
my lawyers will contact you, and
Yeah.
who knows if that'll ever get that money. But regardless, if he's getting 10 million a gig, he can miss one paycheck.
That's
you know?
insane.
That's completely insane.
I would
yes.
kill for 10 million a gig. Oh, maybe that's what this game is all about.
There you go. So how many stars would I give it? I think I'm just gonna go same as you there, Sir Chump Slap, and give it a 3. It had a story. It wasn't too exciting. It was a lot of just, you know, every character that had a line, there's like 4 of them, 5 of them, and they were pretty cookie cutter.
Yeah.
No one really had much of a personality except for 50 Cent, but that's it. Anyway, there it is. We gave it a 7.
Well, we had the real voice acting at least, but
That's true. That
there
was
was no
nice.
emotion in any of it.
Funny, that was the exact same score as 1, 3, and 3 that we gave to Tony Hawk Underground 2, which we just mentioned. Gave that a 7.
They're exactly the same game.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Pretty fucking much.
Previous to that, June 6th, 2024, we gave Narc an 8. And not to be whatever, but both of those made the bottom 5 of that year. So we might be talking about this game again sometime. Who knows?
Oh, I don't know, man. There's plenty of shitty games out there.
There sure are, and we can pick all of them. With that being said, how about we wrap this one up and go into the cooldown topic?
Oh, man. That's sick. I'd love to hear a cool down.
I don't have so much, well, I guess it's a cooldown topic. Let's talk about celebrities in video games.
Okay.
I got myself a list here, and what do you guys think is the best celebrity in a video game?
None
and
of them
why
are
is
good
it?
except for Eliza Dushku and all the bad games.
Well, what about Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson's Punch Out? That's iconic.
Oh, that's not,
for
it's
video
not like he
game
voiced the
performance.
role.
He
No, but it's
did.
an iconic video game performance. It's a celebrity in a game.
I think you're stretching there.
What about Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson's Moonwalker?
The game was terrible.
No, how dare you?
Did you beat it? I know another game that's going on the list for you to play.
That one's a rare one. I don't have that.
I'm sure you could find a ROM for it.
Probably. I don't know if ROMs are allowed to. I think it's like a don't ask, don't tell situation for streaming.
Lots of people play ROMs.
That's true. Or what about you can do Shaq from Shaq Fu?
That was probably the best one we've done.
That was the worst game we fucking ever did.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not, but it was pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty fucking
There's
bad.
a lot of games we played that are worse than that. We did are worse than that.
To add more, I mean, you've got all the skateboarders from the Tony Hawk series, but
No,
I guess
but
only
like,
And Bam Margera, that's the best one.
definitely it's up there.
Well, the guys from fucking Prison Break.
Oh yeah, what the hell are their names? I don't know who they are.
Nobody knows who they are.
No, but they were probably the best actors we've seen. Which is
Well, 24.
fucking pathetic.
Wait, there was Fox Mulder and Dana Scully in the X-Files game.
That's true.
Oh, and then we have the Futurama game and Simpsons voice acting and shit. But
Those aren't really people.
There's also like every recording artist has been in a fucking Guitar Hero game. They're all listed here. Gwen Stefani.
that doesn't
put-
matter. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't count. All right. What about Killer Mike was in Gears of War 4? How about that?
Yeah,
That one will count.
I'll count that. I love Killer Mike.
There hasn't been a Gears of War 4 5, has there?
Who knows?
I don't think
I didn't
so.
even know there was a 4.
No, I remember 4 coming out. It was in 2016, this says, but I don't remember a 5. It's coming back though, right? Like eventually they'll just bring it all back.
No, I think they're done with it, man. Nobody wants
Oh,
it. Who's
shit.
asking for it? You know what I mean?
Gears 5 came out in 2019.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. Gears Tactics in 2020, and then to be announced Gears of War E-Day, which is an upcoming game. 6th mainline installment. So there you go. They're coming out with another one. To
Yeah,
be
there's
announced.
never been somebody who played a voice that made me care about a game.
There have been like plenty of actors who've come in and done fine, but celebrities in games, I guess I'll go back to Mike Tyson. I mean, what else we got?
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Well, those
Eminem.
All the wrestling games.
all the voices from Tony Hawk, I think, were actual those people.
Eminem was in Fortnite, so we count that, right?
Yeah, sure. well, fucking 50 Cent was in this game.
Yeah, well, that's what got us on the topic.
Yeah, but I can't think of anybody who
Oh, Keanu Reeves in
Matrix.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that one.
We got one, guys. We finally
You
got
fucking
one.
snagged one. Good for
All right,
you.
well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So if they want to send us an email about all the celebrities and all the video games we didn't mention, where would they send that to, Sir Chump Slap?
I think they did a remake of
Just answer his question.
The Thing. I'm just saying they did a remake of The Thing,
And where do they want to talk about that?
right? Those were the same voice.
They did. They did remake The Thing. Absolutely.
All right, whatever. Send it to plottytown@gmail.com because, I'll fucking talk to you. These guys hate you, apparently.
100% guaranteed response rate. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Blue Sky, or stop by a subreddit and vote for games Poppascotch will play. And even if you come up with
Absolutely.
one.
Yeah, start some new fucking threads, too.
I dare you. Do it.
I fucking double dare you.
You can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. New videos every week. That does it for us. So as always, shout out to Sandman, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground, I Am Panex, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Scientist, but trust all other scientists. And we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.